we're good.
In relation to our continuing investigation in relation to the death of Mrs Watson over on Macleay Island, you may have seen we've been out trying to contact as many people as we can and get the word out there, and we're pleased with the response we are getting. A lot of people have come forward and let us know what they've seen, what they've heard, and that's caused us a lot of further inquiries to follow up. We're getting some interesting leads that we're following all the way through, and we just encourage the public, if we could, to continue to come forward and let us know what they've seen, what they've heard. This is the death of an 85-year-old woman. There's nothing more tragic than this. We need to work hard, get together as a community and get as much information as we can to solve this matter. Throughout our investigations yesterday, as a result of some of the information we've received, we've done various searches. We deployed members of the State Emergency Service to have a look at some of the coastal areas for us. So that's a direct result of information coming from the public. So we encourage people, if they've got something, no matter how trivial they think it is, let us know and we'll follow it up, and that way we can get as much information as we can to do something about fixing such a horrendous crime as this.
What were you looking for in these coastal areas?
Well, we've just had some reports of suspicious noises or people or dogs or cars. We've got to follow up as much as we can, as soon as we can. With the homicide investigation, time is of the essence, of course. With every homicide, every day that goes by, it makes it more and more difficult. So we're very keen to act and act soon upon the information that we're given. So we encourage everybody to come forward and let us know what you've seen, what you do.
What's your plan of attack for this weekend?
Well, this weekend, being an island as it is, a number of people have holiday houses there that they don't normally visit on the weekend, don't normally visit during the week. So we're trying to capture people we might have missed. We've spoken to a lot of people on the island, but there are a lot of people who only drop in on the Saturday and the Sunday. So we've had a high visibility presence during the week. Over the weekend, we'll be there again with a pamphlet saying, "Do you know anything about this? This is Mrs Watson's face. This is the same as your grandmother and mine. Please help us fix this." And we'll be looking to call for assistance again, but to capture those people that only come over part-time to drop in and enjoy themselves on the island over the weekend. And we also encourage these people, if they do lob over there over the weekend, have a look at their premises. Has anything been disturbed, or have they had their own premises broken into or anything? You know, we're looking for as many leads as we can on as many angles as we can.
What more can you tell us about the info that led to those coastal searches? Was it an anonymous tip-off?
No, it's we've had not too many anonymous tip-offs. People are very keen to give us everything they can and quite happy to be identified. We've got the option of the anonymous information if you want to with the Crime Stoppers. It's a world-renowned program, 1800 333 000. Ring up, we'll pay you money and reward you, or you can say your name, or you can just contact the local police. And some of the information that we've had has led to had enough in it to make us go and have a bit of a look around, and that's where we've been deploying the State Emergency Service. If you've ever had anything to do with them, they're a tremendous group of people who work really, really hard, and they're similar to the people that are giving us the information. They're community-minded. They volunteer their time to help us, but people can see that the tragedy that's unfolded here, and we want to put it to right. You know.
Have you come up with any reasons for why Mrs Watson may have been targeted?
No, we're just still trying to keep an open focus on what's happened, why it's happened, and that's why we're continuing our efforts to speak to everybody she knows, everybody she contacts, everything from anyone she's spoken to people she regularly visits or that regularly visit her. So we're trying to keep an open focus to get as many people that have had anything to do with her to come and tell us what she's been doing, talking about, visiting, anything in the recent times.
And just on that, have you had any more information yet on who was the last person to speak to her or to see her?
Some of the family members have spoken to her relatively soon before the rough time period that we're looking at, and as far as time of death goes on the Monday, yes, yeah. So, but again, we're keen to hear. You know, there might be someone that she's spoken to that we don't know about. So we need these people to sort of say, if you've had anything to do with Mrs Watson in the recent times, no matter how trivial you think it is, it might be something that we're just missing for our investigative purposes, and please just let us know.
Have you been able to narrow the time frame at all?
No, we're looking at the whole of her movements from probably Saturday to when she was found on the Tuesday, so that we can get a broader picture of what's going on before, during and after this horrible event.
Do you think Mrs Watson could have known her perpetrator?
That's hard to say. That would be guesswork at this stage. We've looked to see if there's any crime trends on the island. There's nothing that's jumping out at us. As far as that goes, there's no crime spike. There's no other other offences around the place that have led us to believe that there's some bigger picture going on or anything. No.
Do you believe it could be an island local or someone from off the island?
I don't think we can afford to have such a narrow focus. The island itself is a beautiful place. It's well serviced by all the barges and the boats. You can come and go. It's 15 minutes away from the mainland, so it takes longer to get to and from the city than it does to and from the island. So, and everybody on the island is very mobile. They leave cars here and there so they can travel frequently. So, I don't think we can afford to just focus on island population of that island or the other islands around the place, because it's very easy to travel between the islands too.
Is there anything to suggest that someone was taking advantage of Mrs. Watson in the lead up to this? Or?
That's part of our focus, to see whether that was the case, and hence we're looking to see any involvement she's had with other organisations, other people, and to see if there is anything like that might be behind this. Yeah.
And locals talk about there's been a lot of break-ins in recent months. Is that something that's come to your attention?
Yes,
as well?
we've heard that from the locals, so we've had a look at our crime figures, and a good example is, as far as house break-ins go, they're roughly the same as they were last year, and we haven't had a house break-in reported in the month of November.
I'm talking about a lot of business break-ins, the pub.
There have been a number of business break-ins around the place, yes, but nothing that much out of the ordinary, yes. So.
And just on that investigations into her being taken advantage of, is that because we've obviously heard that she had a lot of expensive furniture and that sort of thing?
I think it's similar to any focus that we would have. You need to know their movements, their financial situations, who they visit, and it's just part of the normal investigative process that we would look at, yes.
Thank you, Geoff.
Nothing further?
Cool.
Enjoy your weekend.